Hi everybody, thanks for joining. I felt called to bring in a quick video on the importance of trusting ourselves. I did a beautiful meditation and healing today, and I got such a strong message that I just felt called to share it with you guys. So thank you so much for watching. The importance of trusting ourselves. I kind of had like an epiphany today where I realized that I wasn't still fully trusting myself on my journey, that I'd taken a lot of outside sources from, things around me like YouTube channels, books, Facebook, social media, just different conversations I have with people. And I will even give away my power to different people without even going within myself first or asking myself and my soul, like, does this resonate? Or can I dig a little deeper myself? I'm a huge advocate on getting sessions with people and doing all, having working with other healers, but also I realized that there has to be a balance between working with others and then also trusting and working within yourself, with your soul. I know in the beginning we get so excited, we're like, we want all the healings and the sessions, and I'm the same way. I love my healings and my sessions, but I realized I was almost bypassing me going within myself sometimes when I could easily access that information, or not even easily. I realized that my soul was calling for me. I had an issue come up with some cords that I'm having. And normally I would just ask for help and ask for help outside myself or my angels and guides. And today I realized I'm going to sit within my healing and dive deep within why I'm having this issue. What's going on? Why is this still here? Why am I struggling with this? And I had a beautiful moment where I found out that it had to do with inner child healing. And then I did the healing, and I had this huge epiphany of this and bringing in this video. And it's like, wow, there's still moments of time where I'm not trusting myself to bring that accurate information because I just don't feel adequate enough. And that comes with, the traumatic experiences of childhood, the traumatic things where I put myself out there, or I've had judgments come up, or someone said a comment that I held to on forever. And it's like, once I like actually had that moment where I was like, I figured it out, the aha moment, that beautiful moment, it builds confidence, it builds strength. And, that's what gives us that confidence to take those steps and leaps forward, to continue on our journey, to put ourselves out there, to share our stories so that we can help others. And once we do that, then we build even more strength within our gifts, knowing that we are very connected to our gifts. We're very connected to ourselves. We just have to allow that connection in. We just have to allow ourselves to connect with ourselves. And sometimes we are our hardest critic, and we are the ones who are actually can block ourselves from reaching the information that is needed. And that comes to me, what's shown to me right now is that comes from a lack of trust, a lack of trusting that we can access that information. It can even come from a worthiness, that are we worthy of using our gifts to access and help ourselves? And that all goes into deeper healing and deeper things that we can work on in the future. But it just came through so strongly. It was like, we have the answers that we seek. And I know sometimes it gets frustrating, like, okay, we hear this all the time, we have the answers that we seek, go within, but we're dealing with this huge thing now, we want to know. And it's like, yes. So it's just having that balance between taking in all that information in the outside world and going within yourself. And so if you have something going on and you've had all these sessions and it's always kind of the same consistent story or same consistent thing with drains, cords, relationships, emotional, mental, it could be anything. Kind of start asking those small questions, start journaling, start doing things that you, even like when I always get the call to journal, but there's always parts of me being like, well, I don't want to journal. Journal doesn't seem fun to me. I want to pull cards. I want to get channeled in the information. Well, a strong way that for me to channel in information is journaling. And I realized I had resistance there because of a block, because of me trusting what I was getting. And now that I'm journaling, a lot of things are moving a lot smoother for me because I'm trusting what I'm getting. I'm trusting myself to realize, okay, if something seems like it's coming from ego, I'm going to trust that as well. But I'm learning that my resistance is a key within myself to learning where I'm not fully trusting myself or my gifts. and I'm pushing more into that. So it's if you have something that you know that could help you on your journey, like meditation, journaling, going outside, drinking water. It could be small, like praying, talking to God, being more open to meeting your spiritual team, but you're feeling that strong resistance, you're feeling that block. I would dive deeper and ask yourself why. What is there? Where's the fear? Or is there a fear from when you were younger and somebody shut you down when you said something that you saw? It could be when you're small and you said, "Hey, I saw this," and your mom or someone was like, "No, you didn't," and then you start questioning yourself, like, "Oh, did I? I don't know." And that's almost like gaslighting yourself, or like getting judgment for saying something or doing something and it didn't work out in your favor. And the little voices or the ego can be there and be like, "Remember when we tried this and it didn't work out?" And then, yeah, you're right, it didn't work out, and it kind of goes against you trusting yourself. Well, those awarenesses they're there to show you, like, okay, that was the past, we are here in the now, we can choose how we feel about ourselves. We have gone through this healing journey and we're going to trust ourselves today. Let's see the difference we can make if we trust ourselves today. And if we're struggling with that, like I know sometimes I do, take those small steps. Write down something or ask your higher self or angels, where am I having resistance on going forward? Is it eating healthier because I know that my vibration will be better? Or is it having that conversation with that person? Is it pulling cards for myself and trusting the information that I'm getting? Instead of having to pull 17 different times, I'm going to trust the answer that I get. Or trusting the information in your meditation. Sometimes even in relationships, when you have a nudge to tell you that there's something going on here with this person, but you love this person, or this person's so nice to you, this person, you love this person and you don't want it to change, but your intuition is like, hello, there's something here, there's something here. That's trusting yourself. And so when we start fully trusting ourselves, stepping into that, we're embodying more of our higher selves, and we're going to it's just going to ripple out into our lives. We're going to up level our energy. We're going to trust the information we're getting. We're not going to step into these loops or patterns anymore that we did before, when we had that nudge from our intuition, but we didn't follow it because we love this person, or because that can't be right because this happened in the past, blah, 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 And we're kind of even bypassing the time. We're like, ooh, we can actually solve this issue or this pattern a lot faster than we could before, when we're fully trusting our intuition, our nudges, our feelings, our gut feelings, our knowing, our senses. And so those are just messages that came through for me. I hope that this resonates with you. Another topic that was coming up was, instead of is having that balance between, I know there's so much information, I touched up on this, but it's like really going within yourself and sitting, does this resonate with me? If it doesn't, okay, I'm going to let it go. Or if it kind of resonates, kind of doesn't, I'm going to set the intention that, higher self, bring in more information on this. Can you have these signs come up? Can you have the articles pop up in my news feed? Can you have somebody suggest a book or give me the signs that will lead me to answers that really resonate within me? And it's just being open to trusting that, the universe, yourself, knowing that the answers are coming in, even though I know sometimes it's so frustrating when we want it to happen at the time, that we're dealing with it. And sometimes it takes weeks, years, months, it's just one of those things where if we fully trust ourselves, fully trust that we will get the answers and that we have the access to the answers, is when we start taking those leaps, is when we start trusting the universe to provide those signs and answers. And then it just all becomes this beautiful dance of life. It becomes more balanced, more easy for us to navigate through it. So I would love to hear if any of this resonates with you, or how you've learned little ways to start fully trusting yourself. And I hope you have a good day. Bye.